back again, and today I want to talk to you about our Response Plus performance chip. So, pretty simple device. We'll show you exactly what you get. So this is the actual performance chip itself. You get a installation guide for the particular application, the application specific harness, and also a bag to put the Response Plus chip in, just to help to protect it from water and dust ingress. The performance chip works by intercepting the fuel rail pressure sensor and telling the ECU that it needs more fuel than what it would normally. By doing that, it increases the fuel rail pressure, and then every time the injector opens with the increased pressure, it injects more fuel. So that's where you get the performance benefit from. It is possible to get a economy gain out of it through the increased injection pressures, better atomization, therefore a better, more complete burn. But once again, that is purely dependent on the vehicle and obviously the driver, how heavy of a foot they have. Ideally, when fitting one of these, if you're just a stock vehicle and around town, it's not really of any great benefit. However, if you're towing, four-wheel driving, if you want extra power when you're overtaking, it's certainly a massive benefit in that particular scenario. So we'll get stuck into it and we'll show you how to put it in. Grab your harness and you install that onto the performance chip yourself. Grab yourself a small screwdriver. Just gently tighten up these screws, and then that will stop the harness from coming out of the performance chip. Doesn't have to be super tight, just needs to stop it from falling out. So once that's done, grab your little bag and put your performance chip inside the bag. Just do it up nice and snug, stops the bag from falling off, and then, like I said before, just helps protect it against water and dust ingress. What you have to do now is find the plug for your common rail pressure sensor, fuel rail pressure sensor. So once you unplug the existing plug, you would plug this back onto the fuel rail, and then you'll plug this end back into the plug that you pulled out of the sensor. So once you've located where your fuel rail pressure sensor is, just reach down there, depress the plug release and pull it off the vehicle. Just set that one to the side. You get the harness from the performance chip, and you plug one end back onto the fuel rail pressure sensor where you remove the factory plug from. Push the plug on until you hear the click. The other end of the harness, plug that back into the original plug that you pulled off the fuel rail pressure sensor until you hear the click, like such. So once you've installed that, if you have any loose wires down there, or if it's going to rub onto something, just use one of the zip ties that are included in the box to make sure that it doesn't rub on anything or touch anything hot. This end, you just find a safe, secure spot for it. Right here I have a spot down between the fuse box and the secondary battery, so just tuck that one down there. Obviously you want to try and keep it up high so any water or dust or anything doesn't get in there. So installation of the performance chip is pretty easy. Some applications you need to remove the engine cover to be able to access the fuel rail. But one thing that you do when installing these, make sure that the car is turned off, because you can get check engine lights if the car's turned on and you disconnect that sensor. So don't forget, we have our Facebook and Instagram and YouTube channel, so don't forget to subscribe and like us. Thanks again guys, hope you enjoy the new product.